Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today I have for you Game 2 of the Division 2 playoff final between Loli and ElBowser. Let's dive right in. All right, guys, so here we are on Orsha East on Game 2 of the Division 2 playoffs quarterfinal between Loli and ElBowser. If you guys did not catch Game 1, it was one of the best I have ever cast. Make sure to go check that out. It was exciting every minute. If you saw the length of this video, this one looks like another really exciting one, so I am really looking forward to this. So diving in over here on the left, we have ElBowser on Herman Goring again. So he played this Game 1. He's playing it a second time here. And on the right, we have Loli with 5th Cav on Maverick. And Herman Goring also, again, on Vanguard. So very interesting. ElBowser, one of the only players we've seen use Vanguard outside, in Division 1, Division 2, other than Kurz. Of course, I am rooting for 5th Cav because, 5th Cav love, always. Up north here for ElBowser, we just have 2 Sturm Pioneers. Looks like he's basically sacrificing this northern flag. In the center, there's all those troops. We have Flammenwerfers, MG42, Panzergrens, and SDKs at 250/10s again. Going more southern middle, we have Flammenwerfer, MG42, SPW 233, and the SPW 222 with the Aufklär. And down south, we have the Flammenwerfers, MG42s, SPW 233s, Aufklär in the SPW, the Panzergrens, Sturm Pioneers there. So it looks like his deck's built similarly to the last time. Over on the right with Loli up north here, we have 2 Pioneer Assaults, a leader there, a Puska Antikar, love these things, and another Pioneer Assault, so we have a whole bunch of those CQC troops there. In the center here, we have Puska Antikar, Roshiori, leader there, ZB53, 45 mil, 245 mil, ZB53, that's the machine gun, SG43 essentially, and some Roshiori. And down south, well no, southern center I should say, we have a Puska, 3 Roshiori here, an ABU Sora, another Puska, and a 45 mil, and then all the way down south, we have a Breda and a Roshiori. So definitely a little mismatch of strength here. We see ElBowser going for a big push down south, not much to meet it, and of course up north, ElBowser sacrificing his northern section, basically hoping those 2 Sturm Pioneers hold off Loli long enough for him to bring in reinforcements or something similar at some point. So should be very exciting seeing this Vanguard versus Maverick again. These kind of incomes will end up in these grindy matches. When you have some of a balance, it usually breaks that parity at some point and gets you into, gets the game over actually faster, because either the Maverick player runs down the balance player, or the balance player overwhelms the Maverick player after 30 some minutes. So these long games usually come from these similar incomes. Should be very interesting because we have a lot of light armor. Herman Goring with all their SPWs and stuff, and then 5th Cav with all of their autocannon cars and all that good stuff. So a lot of light armor, but on the flip side, 5th Cav with all the 45 mils can counter it a little bit more effectively, I think. All right, guys, here we go. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, please, and consider checking out that Patreon. Here we go. We have a BF-109 once again. Now, this makes a little bit more sense because you get the Recon IARs in the 5th Cav, so those are really great to start with. So the BF-109, a little bit more... It makes more sense to me this game, but ElBowser did the exact same thing last game and just had it floating around. I guess he just really doesn't want to get air spammed at the beginning of the game. But again, against 5th Cav, it makes more sense because you do have those IAR recon bombers, which are just fantastic and can absolutely mess up your early reinforcements. So we see one of the Sturm Pioneers going over into this building complex, only one going up north, so he is really trying to bluff this northern spot. We see in the middle troops touching here. Puska not taking anything out. These Puska can kill, full infantry and transport, so it's something to be aware of. Flammenwerfer, will they catch? No, they fail to catch the Roshiori out. Roshiori pushing in down south here. Double SPWs here, kind of killing off these infantry. That Puska would be really effective killing these, but unfortunately it's already been spotted. It's getting just torn up here. The Beretta is a nice weapon here against these SPW 233s, but those 233s will chunk this thing. We see the health rapidly dropping there. Will it be able to take that out? It does land another hit. Oh, and the SPW misses. It goes down. Wow, the Beretta doing what it does, 20 rounds a minute. Here goes that BF-109 doing some strafing. It's terrible at it, but Roshiori up north here, already pinned down by the SDK Z250/10s. The Flammenwerfer's already been broken down. Got to zip back down here. Beretta's still alive. Going after that 222. 222's in range, though, now. And it lost line of sight. The 222's still alive. Breda still alive as well, though. But the central part here is taken by ElBowser. His southern push successful. You're really not looking to push much further. This is all open. Holding this is really, really difficult, if not impossible. So I don't see ElBowser pushing any further down south. All he needs to do is consolidate a couple of AT guns, maybe some AA, and boom, you have 2 flags for the rest of the game, basically. He has lost the center town flag, though, to these... No, this is originally red, excuse me. That is not a loss. Panzergren versus Orsha. At this range, the Panzergrens will win out. At any closer range, Orsha would win, but not at this range. ElBowser crushing them Panzergrens there. So it's definitely hard to say who's up here. Of course, ElBowser having the flag advantage here because of this southern push, but in the center, he's definitely weak. If Loli applies pressure, he could make a lot of progress. 45 mil catching some of those 250s out. Does miss his first shot, though. He did remember to turn off the APCR, so he is killing these things pretty effectively. Down goes one. The other one gets missed again. And it gets out of line of sight just in time. Ooh, very frustrating. Very frustrating. Because those 45 mils have pretty good accuracy. Yeah, 55% accuracy for them to miss. And then it's double star, so it's actually more like 65. Beretta gun trying to stop these Flammenwerfers from getting too close. Oh, no. It better start firing again. At that front one, he did read that. That was a manual retarget. That's why we saw that. And he does. And he does try to get the smoke down, but too late. Needed to do that first and failed to. So this Beretta does survive. Kadarashi sniper coming in there. BF-109, E7 floating around. These things are absolutely fantastic. For only 65 points, you get a fighter that has the armament of a way heavier fighter. Not super fast, but still has bad resilience, which is pretty good because usually those have very bad. And this bluff is working out here for ElBowser. If Loli just pushed forward, he would... Obviously, there's nothing here. I mean, he doesn't know that, but it is very strange to see him call all 3 of these really powerful squads in and then not push at all. It seems very strange to me. Down to 13-11 now, so Loli capturing some flags back here. The South has... calm down. We have more reinforcements coming in the middle. We see these T-34s again. Based on the deck ElBowser used last match, it was almost all T-34s. Very few Panzer IVs and stuff. I think he had 1 card in C. And here we're seeing the similar thing right now with just T-34s. He had a B-phase card of unvetted T-34s giving him 12. So BF-109, I think it was trying to strafe, but the Beretta must have moved a little bit, so it missed. And he obviously cannot see it. Center here, Orsha taking on that MG42 along with the 45 mil. Oh, just kidding. No, I lied. The 45 mil's soloing this, and it's probably not going to win that. Yeah, it's definitely against a double star. Orsha, again, at this range, will not beat out the Panzergrens, especially with the Panzergrens having the veterancy bonus. 45 mil goes down. That's definitely a big loss that opens up the light armor once again for ElBowser. ElBowser, though, deciding to push up onto this hill with these Pioneer MP44s. These are basically Glide Pioneers. Very strong. The Orsha will lose, but they should be able to do an okay amount of damage at least. It shouldn't be an absolute rout. Puska Antika hoping to get eyeballs on some of these SPWs here because they can definitely wipe those out. We finally see movement of up north here, so Loli might be able to bring it back to a 12-12 with that, although he's very potentially could lose his flag here in the center once the Orsha go down. ElBowser trying to kill some of these half-tracks and stuff. The 250/10s, very good weapons against ElBowser and stuff. Puska does catch out the 222, takes it down very easily. This is what I absolutely love about these things. The 233 is forced to back off. MP44 coming in, does get a grenade off. Puska trying to stay alive, because if this dies, this light armor flies back in and absolutely annihilates these infantry. Oh my god, look at the Orsha just absolutely melting these dudes. Puska does still catch it, but he's down to 1, so he's no longer firing 2, but he still kills it! Whoa, what a kill! What a kill! Oh my goodness, I love those things. Oh, they're just so much fun. T-34 taking some shots from the 45 mil. Looks like it did get 1 penetration so far. Unless it just bounced a lot. Finally up north, Loli captures that flag up north. IAR recon coming in, but a little too late. SDKFZ 7/1 takes that IAR down, so fortunate loss there. E7 goes after it, but it needs to stay away from this SDKFZ. It will definitely die to that. But on the head-on, the E7 will definitely beat the G6. Way better loadout. Yes, this is what I want G6s to be, is this plane right here. I'll pay the extra. I don't care. These actually have guns to kill things. G6 is like tickle your opponent. Wow, these Glide Pioneers got absolutely forced back by the Orsha. Very impressive. Orsha is just so strong at 25 points. With your Beretta, you get the straight pull rifles, which fire a little bit faster. It does make a difference. And the automatic rifles, which just, to me, I don't know why, they just feel like they overperform for an automatic rifle. A lot of automatic rifles are very anemic. These are not. At least not in the hands of the Orsha, they're not. Puska moving back in to force off this SDKFZ 251. Pioneer goes down. This is a big loss. These are 35 point, or 40? I can't even remember if it's 40 or 35 point. I can just look, because I'm smart. 35 point infantry. Those are big losses. Puska finally goes down, reopening the armor push. Now, he can't go too far. Ooh, 45 mil. Kills off that T-34. Very nice kill there. Big loss losing those armor pieces. 5th Cav, of course, with basically no armor itself, other than Stugs, but it looks like he does what I usually do and put the Stugs in phase B and C. ABU Soar going after, the 250/10, but that does exactly what ElBowser wants it to do and immediately kills it. A lot of infantry in this town, but now we have some arty coming in. That 120 mil mortar. Still a strange call-in my opinion, especially when you have the radio mortars in Herman Goring. I'm not sure why you would bring in the 120 instead. The 81 mil radio mortar is so much more effective. 233 versus the 45 mil. 45 mil should win this, especially because it did get a nice shot off there, but it did miss, so those 45 mils not landing the hits they need. Grilla in position, probably looking at that 45? I don't know what it's aiming at, hard to say. Oh, maybe the Roshiori. Probably aiming at these Roshiori, but it's on a hill. Depression issues. I hate saying that because it sounds bad, but that is what the problem is. The gun can't depress far enough to fire, so it's having a depression issue. It probably, I'm sure ElBowser is sad about that, extremely. Loli holding on here. He is losing a lot of flags, though. Definitely falling a little bit behind. Of course, that really matters in these Maverick matchups. 250 goes down to the 45 mil. 45 mil re-aiming at that 233. 233 gets the first shot off. Does take a pen. One more will do it, but that 233 can easily kill that 45, but the 233 goes down. These are big losses of this light armor, because that can be so key. 45 mil using its APCR can definitely pen this T-34, but it's a little far out. Not sure it's going to get the pens it's looking for. This Grilla completely useless. Puska's moving in. Oh no. Oh no. He's getting so, these are literally, these 15 or 10. 10-point AT squads. It's absolutely insane. Oh my god. Ooh, if I was ElBowser, I'd be screaming right now. So it does not look like the T-34 is taking a pen yet. That's just stress. That's just regular old stress from getting shot at over and over again. 120's going after that 45 mil. They need one good hit and it'll kill it, but again, they don't have radio on that, so it's really not accurate. Again, not a fan of that choice out of ElBowser, but he's stayed with it. T-34 has moved out of range of the 45, is now just taking out these infantry. We're finally back to a 12-12 with a northern push happening from Loli, deciding that, you know, correctly that ElBowser's really put nothing in here, but we are now in B phase, which means that Loli once again has the income advantage. You know, this big advantage to ElBowser at the beginning was partially due to his income. So now we'll see if Loli can turn it around with his Maverick income. What's so exciting is we saw this exact thing play out last game with, you know, ElBowser kind of, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. ElBowser fell behind last game, and this game he's actually ahead. So we'll see if Loli can turn it around. These Roshiori, though, getting chunked by that Grilla. It's going to have a hard time with it. The only thing that can really counter that straight up is the Rashitsa. But even then, the Grilla can, like, stay out of range and fire position in front of it. SDKF-71 takes out one IAR. Well, out of action. It's not dead yet, although it could very well take it down. This IAR is not going to get its bombs out. The IAR has a very long drop time. Like, it takes a long time for them to get down and actually drop their bombs, so it can be very frustrating. This IAR is almost definitely going to die. They're slow. That is the one issue with these IARs. They're very, very slow. Oh, instead, though, he moves the SDKFZ, and the IAR gets away. Wow. Big miss there. Roshiori in position now in this town spot. These Roshiori going down very quickly. I'm surprised we haven't seen any of the Rashitsas move in at all yet at this point. All right, so we see Grilla here picking up some of these Roshiori that were pushed forward, and they're going to unfortunately get pushed back, although he could sit some infantry in this forest and probably continue to exert a little bit of pressure on that flag there. Although we're starting to see these 120 mil mortars doing some damage all around the place. Again, not really killing anything, but certainly whittling down some health and certainly applying suppression constantly. mean, maybe he's doing the 120 for the suppression, but I still don't see how you pick these over, because they're still 90 points, so it's only, what, 20 points more to, or 15 points more to just get a radio mortar, which is so significantly better. Although the one thing I haven't seen are any infantry leaders out of ElBowser. So that means there's no radio. So maybe that's why he doesn't care. He's just not using radio troops at all. Orsha here pinned down from that mortar, but do come back in time to kill that Sturm Pioneer off, recapturing that flag. ElBowser still holding that 1311, was pushed off it for a little bit. IAR getting forced off here. Grilla continues to chunk these Orsha along with the SPWs, and the SPWs successfully kill off that Orsha. So this push kind of disintegrated here now from Loli up north. Oh no, excuse me, left that on, didn't even notice, had to pause really quick. My apologies. MG42 against 45 mil again. MG42 is going to win that all the time, especially with the Pack 40 support. And we can see ElBowser kind of solidifying his hold down here with some machine guns. Pack 40 in a really nice position here to cut off all the reinforcement roads. This Breda, though, still holding on. Kind of funny. Cavalerie does get its Panzerfaust off, killing that SBW 222. Sniper bringing down the pain on that Panzergren as well. Orsha, though, now pinned down from that mortar, and half-track, just a pile of half-tracks here. This ABU sword, though, can definitely get in there and kill those. You just have to be careful of the Panzergren. 231 goes down over here to the Stug 3. We still finally see those in the field. You know, we are in B phase, so that card of Stug's definitely finally in now. Both 231s going down. Nice kills there. Rashitsa finally in, but is going to get picked up on by the Grilla. And he's doing exactly what I said he would do, is just fire position in front of that Rashitsa and wait for one shot to overshoot and kill that Rashitsa off. So that is the issue. These Grillas can be extremely difficult to work around. Very frustrating units to deal with, especially against skilled opponents. Against unskilled opponents, they're like any other 2K thing. This Grilla, though, running out of ammo, and it has not really overshot yet. He's got it a little too... He needs to get that circle a little bit closer to the Rashitsa to have a good chance of penetrating. Or not penetrating, but landing a hit. 120 doing what it does, continuing to pin down again. Not really, it doesn't appear like it really kills anything, but it is definitely putting the suppression down. ABU sword backing up, trying to get out of that Panzergren range there. These Orsha have been broken down quite significantly. Not much to them anymore. ABU sword way out of range now. Not even like in range to kill anything. Orsha spam getting in there again. Gonna take out these, attempting to take out these Sturm Pioneers. But at that range, the Sturm Pioneers do have a chance, especially with the Orsha already hurt. But flag is recaptured, bringing it back still to a 1311, though. With this Stug 3 here, though, currently presenting a brick wall here for ElBowser. Double SDKFZ71 definitely will take out that IAR. Recaptures his flag, brings it back to a 1211, flips it to a 1311. Not sure where that 1311 suddenly came from. Oh, this flag here. He did finally push far enough to capture this flag, but the MG42 Grens and the T-34 here in position. T-34 gets the first shot, gets a penetration on that Stug 3. This is definitely not good for it. Fires, misses. Oh, even worse. Oh, down goes the Stug 3. The T-34 died to the Rashitsa, I believe. So nice kill there. At least the armor essentially traded for all intents and purposes. Grilla has to be careful. This Rashitsa will absolutely wreck it. This Rashitsa's still alive, but this Grilla out of ammo, so he needs to... There it is. There's the ammo. Are we seeing some arty? Yes, we are. The 122 mils. These are solid. They're not amazing, but in this division, they're okay because you do have some radio, although they have radio, but you have to get some units that have radio, which is essentially just your artillery leader. That's one of the only units in 5th Cav that actually has a radio. So if he wants to actually make use of the effective part of that weapon, he needs to get some of those arty leaders in, perhaps one in the center here. Looks like he lost his leader to the 120 mil mortar, so that might be a good replacement there, is an artillery leader to kind of extend that. Bring in another 122 and another Rashitsa. We have a signal on the Rashitsa, but it's in the wrong spot. It looks like it's been moved. I assume ElBowser are going to be bringing down some fire on that. Although the Rashitsa is in range of the MG42, this could be devastating. Oh no. Now the Rashitsa can put down a ton of HE fire. Like very, very effective. But it's firing at the Panzergren and not the MG42. It's finally falling back. But Orsha forcing off some of these infantry. Grilla didn't get reloaded? He moved the Grilla? Okay, very, very strange there. Roshiori, though, in cover like this should absolutely wreck those. T-34 buying some support. This is a waste of an IR. He knows there's all this AA here, so I'm not 100% sure why Loli did that. Another huge Roshiori spam here, recapturing this flag. Yeah, that is this. The 5th Cav's answer to a lot of problems is just throw a whole bunch of Roshiori at him. Grilla deletes one. This Roshiori needs to be fallen back, or at least moved out of this spot. Tigger's here. The Tigger is here. The Rashitsa did go down. Big loss there. You only have so many of those Rashitsa, although it did look like he didn't bring them in A. So maybe he has the max number of like 10. Well, it's not the max. You can bring them both in C, but you really got to bring one in B. So assuming you always bring one card in B, your max is kind of 10. Roshiori trying to fall back here. Panzergren doing a lot of damage to that uncovered Roshiori. And Loli's central force here has been severely pushed back. Like, severely broken down. STKFZ getting shot at by the 122s. Now it's a matter of prioritizing which is more important, killing these 120s or killing the STKFZs. Pianiti, Kalari here. If you brought the B phase, that means he gets a lot of those. I think 16 or 18, something like that. ZB43 taking out that pack 40 here. It's out of HE shells, so the ZB is getting free fire on this thing. All the MG42 now getting involved. Roshiori do get off their AT grenade, blow it up, but still get surrendered. Oh, I'm not feeling that one. Not sure how I feel about that one. More Roshiori coming in. We are just coming up to the end of B phase, where both these players will be stuck in the dirges of low income for the remainder of the game. 21 minutes left here for Loli on the clock. ZB does go down to the MG42, and the Pack 40 does survive. So unfortunately there for Loli. 120 trying to take out this Rashitsa. They will. 2 of them will likely succeed, but it is falling back now. Yep. Roshiori, Begleitgren. Usually Roshiori would be okay here, but not with their weakened health. They go down quite quickly. ABU Sor really, he really needs to take this Panzerfaust out so he can move this ABU Sor in and actually do stuff with it. Down south, everything has gone quiet. Both players have decided that this is where things are going to stay. Although, truthfully, it's only being defended by really this Pack 40. Obviously, these Sturm Pioneers are not covering any approach at all. Down south, Rashitsa in position now. I'm not sure what it's shooting at. Nothing at the moment. I would be losing my mind. I don't know why it's not shooting anything. And when it finally does aim, it doesn't shoot in time. Here goes another Roshiori push. There's really nothing there to stop it. The Grilla either... Did it die? I think the Grilla died. I do not see it around. That must be it right there. That is it. Rashitsa did kill that Grilla off. With the Grilla dead, that's a big kill. We saw how effective ElBowser was last game with those things. Roshiori in the center, filling in. They're unvetted, which means there's quite a lot of them. 45 mil versus Tiggery. This is not a fight the 45 can do anything about. Rashitsa out of position here. 45 mil in position to kill some of this light armor, but this Tiger, you know, basically we haven't seen any JU-87s out of Loli. So, oh, there we go. There's an HS-129 similar to the JU. Very good resilience, though. That's the difference. Although, technically like a worse armament, I find the HS-129 to be less consistent than the JU-87. But it doesn't matter which one you have if you're going to fly them straight into SDKFZ-71s. Now, this will definitely get out against one of these. That's for sure. Tiger taking on that Kararashi should easily finish that off. Double Breda, this is not going to fix your problem here. You still have the Tiger. The Tiger is your problem now. Although Bredas can certainly do some damage against these infantry and obviously kill that SPW-222. Although he's lost all his infantry in the town here, and his ABU Sori will get caught out eventually. Double ZB sitting here. They just haven't seen each other, basically. Loli currently only holding a 12-12 because of the 2 northern flags, which are kind of a stretch to start. Triple AB Horse, though, really need to get out of the open. They're just sitting there. Rashitsa now on the hill. Now we have 2 Rashitsa up north. Gets 1 pen. We'll get the second one right now. Zoop, and down the T-34 goes. With the armor support gone, there's really nothing here. I mean, if these, as long as these things can spot these, and they do, they spot the Panzergrens here. Kill those off, and there's nothing here. And we are now into C phase, so neither of these players are suddenly going to be calling in tons of troops anymore. 122s continue to supply support, though I don't think they're doing a ton of damage. Again, they have no radio, so... Unfortunately, they're basically the same as the 120mm mortars at this point, with some more ammo. ZB's taking on that MG42, but that SDKFZ is helping them out. Will the 122s kill that Pack 40? That's what he's going for here. AB Horse is trying to exploit the weakness up north. Ooh, that horse is going. Go, 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 go. Yes, this is a big kill. This would be a huge kill. Oh, and it goes down. There you go. Very expensive loss. Another Grilla coming in finally. Although Grilla not going to be super effective as these AB horses. If they get close enough, they can get into range. They can certainly kill that. Now, the AB horse is damaged. That 20mm, the SDKFZ 7.1 does a ton of damage to these light vehicles compared to many others. Punity Kaladi finally killing off that Panzergren. So now this AB Usor could move in, although not a lot of safe spot. But Shitsa here coming in. He should still have plenty because it doesn't look like he brought him in, like I said, till B and C. There's Shitsa, though, going down to those mortars. MG42 is pinned down, but the half-track continues to do damage. Once that Tiger is dead with her, the Shitsa will do very quickly, although the MG42 could mess up that plan. Once it's dead, he should be open here in the middle a little bit. Oh, big push up north. We see those Valkyrie coming in. Remember, they are awful, though. I wish they weren't, but they are pretty awful. I don't know why. On paper, they look great. But in practice, God, they're bad. Will the Shitsa get a shot off? It does. One pen already, so the Tiger's one pen down. It only needs one more hit, and it's dead. Tiger stops backing up. Rashidza getting spotted out, though, by that MG42. It will lose accuracy because of that. But it still lands the hit, kills the Tiger. That's what he needs. He's falling it back immediately, trying to keep it alive. The Rashidza in the center goes down. 251 pushing forward, going to capture this flag. Roshiori here should easily beat these Panzergrens. They do, but here comes the SDKFZ. Unfortunately, the Roshiori aren't deep enough under this cover here of this site. Mortars doing damage now up north. These 120s are so annoying. Here comes the 122 trying to counter. Does land a little bit of a hit here on the 120, hoping to kill that. He needs some sort of longer range AT here in the center. We do have a Stug coming in, so that could definitely do it. Although this SDKFZ does surrender that, bringing it back to a 13-11. ElBowser keeping on the pressure with the Tiger out of the way. The AB Usor has returned to finish off that MG42. Down it goes. At least it should. No, it somehow survives. Another burst. This one should do it. There we go. 250/10. Gonna move out and probably kill this AB Usor. That's kind of what he has them here for. Although the AB Usor might get the first shot. No, I think it spotted the PZ Gren here. AB horses have been broken down in the woods. That Panzerschreck a little bit more dangerous. This single Roshiori will be overwhelmed by the Begleit, specifically. The Valkyrie would probably definitely would lose one-on-one and maybe even lose two-on-one. 250 taking shots at that AB Usor. Usor tries to push forward to counter it or maybe get out of range, but I don't think this is the right direction. He probably should have just backed it up. Yep, that's going to go down. Boop, down it goes. The Shitsa really should move back into position, although the 250 does go down out of the Stug, so that's big. Another light armor piece killed. 122's running out of ammo. They're going to need to resupply here soon. Grilla T-34's in the back line, starting to reestablish some support here up north. Back to a 12-12. 122's desperately trying to kill off these mortars, which have been just a pain in the rump. Killing off several key units. You know, we said before it wasn't really killing much, but now they're definitely picking up some kills here and there. Pressuring out these Rashidza, which are the key units here for 5th Cav for holding off any sort of armor. Roshiori need to unload here for this to kill this SDKFZ. And they do. And they get the grenade off, and down it goes. 14-10 now for Loli, with the flags up north and the center held. Aufklar goes down, and now the pressure's suddenly on in the center with another swarm of Roshiori here. Pushing back. Here comes an HS-129. The northern 7-1 went down, so now this HS-129 is free to do it at once. Rashidza takes out the 250/10. The Grilla is the target. Will he get the kill? He does. Oh, that's a huge kill, as Rashidzas are now safe from any sort of like easy kill by those Grilla. Will the AB horse stay out of range of that Panzerschreck? It kills it. Very nice kill there. Now the horse is safe. If this T-34 pokes his head out, it's going to immediately die to this Rashidza. Whoa, what a turnaround there for Loli. 120s continue to just harass everything that he can find. Punity Kaladi, though, should absolutely decimate all these troops here. There's not a ton of troops there, but the troops there. 231 goes down to this Rashitsa. This Rashitsa is overlooking the woods. T-34 can't even poke its head out as the horse absolutely chunks these infantry. Oh, he really needs to fall these back. He's just wasting. Roshiori in position now. Panzergren, they just put so much pressure, suppression on with those MG42s. It's always crazy to see when they fired something out of cover. Kadarashi trying to pin with those machine guns, but the Pioniri Cavalerie are now in position. Grenade bundle goes. It will definitely kill these and probably pin that. Nope, a little too far away. Flag recaptured. 14-10 for Loli, finally turning it around. What a turnaround here. ElBowser applied so much pressure, but it's just seeing himself broken down now. 122 is still desperately trying to kill off these artillery, really failing to do so. Killed off a supply truck, it appears? Looks like it may have killed a supply truck. One SDK of 7, oh no, 2 7-1s are still alive, but the Northern is completely air defenseless. If Loli can recapture this flag, he will bring it to a 15-10. The first one of the game. Well, I don't think the first one of the game. I lied. I think ElBowser had a couple earlier. First one for Loli of the game for sure. I doubt we'll see any push down south at this point. Neither player having the points to really make a concerted effort down there anymore. Not that ElBowser has nowhere to go. Loli unlikely to break through even just these couple units. And he's doing so well up north, there's not a lot of reason to change. If it's working, keep doing it. Something's moving here. Panzerschreck? Yep. It's going to be out of range, though. That horse is going to notice it, and the Panzerschreck is going to go down here. And down it goes. So that's another Panzerschreck loss, and he's losing his ability to kill this light armor. Roshiori making a big, semi-unnecessary push. I'm not sure what he's going for here. He doesn't have the support to actually, like, fight over this ridge, so I'm not sure where he's going. Got a lot of infantry in position here, though. 122s are out of ammo. So if he wants these to keep firing, he's got to bring in some ammo. Stug 3 is rolling in along with more AB horses. You just get so many of these autocannon cars. Roshiori finally pushing forward here to try to capture this flag. T-34 backing all the way out. But again, anywhere it pokes its head out, it's going to get killed. Although it could probably kill this horse from this forest right here without poking its head out too far. Horse is moving forward. They can counter all this, although the T-34 will definitely be an issue. But Gleitgren moving in with a bunch of Valkyrie coming in. Again, though, just not a great weapon. They will lose to Roshiori almost every time. HS-129 easily forced off by the double SDK of Z. Might even die. Unless it can get out of range of the second one here very soon, and it does. So it should survive. Yeah, Loli being a little too confident with that. There was really no way that was happening with those SDK of Z still around. But maybe he thought they died, but... MG42 moving in position, but these Roshiori, as long as they keep moving forward, will get within 100 meters. Oh, they stopped. Oh, no, 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 no. They need to walk forward like 2 more meters. Oh. Remember, guys, light machine guns, heavy machine guns can't fire within 100 meters. So if you get within 100 meters of one of those things, they will stop firing at you. AB horse, the issue with the horses is they run out of ammo really quite quickly. Now, I guess, okay, these are not as bad. I was thinking of the SDK of Z. The one SDK that has like no ammo. It's an embarrassment. It runs out after like 3 bursts. It's kind of a joke. Horses are okay. I lied. I apologize. ABU swords have the most ammo though. They're the nice, like they last quite a while. Horse keeping off those infantry, but we have a lot of infantry moving in here. Pini Kaladi will be able to delete at least one, preferably the Baglight. And that's the one he's gonna get. Yep. And bye-bye, Baglights. Oh, nope, they fell back in time, so they will survive. Valkyrie, though, are going to get, like, insta-pinned the second they get into range. The double light machine gun's going to do way more damage. Ah, they're just so bad. Oh, my God, they're so bad. Here's the issue. I will explain, because I do understand why these guys are so bad. So the issue is, A, they have no SMG. They have the MP44s instead, which are not as good at close range. They don't put out as much damage. They're not as effective. You only have 7 rifles instead of the usual, like, 9 or whatever. I don't want Valkyrie. Do I have any Panzerschrecks around it? PZ-Grens to click on? No, not them. There's no Panzergrens to click on. You have left rifles. You're already down rifles. You have only 1 MG42 instead of 2 like a Panzergren squad does. So it just doesn't do enough damage at any range. It's bad at close range. It's mediocre at long range. It's okay at mid range. Like mid range is literally the only range it's okay at. And even then, it's just a weak version of the Beglite. Like, it's just a weakened version of this. So it's just not good. JU-87 finally coming. We haven't seen this the whole game. And, you know, there's no AA to stop it. Horse goes down. Actually, there is. I lied. It's the 40 mil is way too far back. If he wants that to be effective, he needs to move it up. But it's hard to, because if you move up here and then he gets pushed back, then he'll lose his 40 mil as well, and that would really suck. T-34 finally does take out that AB horse. Rashitsa supplying its very powerful HE support here to his infantry. Does a very solid amount of damage. Just fires so fast. 120s are still alive. I think he lost one. He had 3 before and he only has 2 now. So he did lose 1 mortar. 120s are back online. 122s, excuse me, are finally resupplied. Well, that 1 resupply is not going to last long. I think this give him 33, so I guess it'll last a while. It's already out, though. That supply truck is out. AB Horse just doing so much damage to these infantry. We have Roshiori reinforcements coming in. These will definitely relock this down. The Beglite mostly dead. These Valkyrie are not going to do the damage they need to do. And the armor has been pushed out. We have another T-34, though, here. The Stug appears to have died, so we have no Stug anymore. The Sheets coming up, though. Probably better than a Stug in a lot of cases in this situation. He did lose his 2 northern flags, though, so Loli back down to a 13-11, mainly from these hill flags. And this is a really tough spot for ElBowser, because once you get pushed off this hill, it is really challenging to get back on it. But we did see him perform miracles last game, and he's got 15 minutes, and he's still ahead on flags. So he's certainly in a good position here to still pull this out. Double Roshiri are too close, so they're both getting suppressed with each burst of the light machine gun. So that's definitely a miss micro there. AB Horse trying to get in to help out. AB Horse finally gets into position. Will do some damage to these Valkyrie here. Push these off. 120 mil mortars continue to do tons of damage. SDK of Z71, I guess, took some damage from the 122s. The Sheetsa spotting out something. Probably one of the... Oh, the MG42 right here. It's going to run out of ammo, though, soon. Which is definitely dangerous. Oh, it has smoke, too. I always forget this thing has smoke. Is he fire positioning that? Okay, I think he was before, because he just shot at nothing. And these do not just shoot at nothing. MG42 getting pinned and will probably die unless it runs out of ammo first. Wow, these Valkyrie recapture this flag. Roshi need to move in to recap that. MG42 does go down. Loli recaptures flags, brings it back to a 13-11. His infantry have been pushed off the hill. The Rashitsa was not able to get into position. Goes down to the SPW 231. Big loss there. Definitely not what you want to see. Puniti Kaladi continued coming in. He brought in that unvetted B phase card, so he has just like crap tons of these. Rashitsa, this one, H-ing something at this point. Oh, it's actually being used as artillery. Okay, the MG42 is dead. Clearly he does not appear to know that. Oh, that was a big hit there. 122, the 122 mil mortars trying to take artillery. I mean, trying to take out the mortar and is getting lucky hits on the SDK-71. ElBowser really shouldn't put these near each other, especially if he's going to attract the attention of this artillery. Again, one artillery leader right here would allow him to, like, definitely hit all these frontline units, but maybe even some of the backline units half decently. So yeah, 14-10 for Loli. 231 trying to get up over the hill, but Oshiori are there. Nothing coming in at the moment. Stug 3 coming in. Stug 3 could do really well on the top of this hill right here. But it needs the T-34s to be pushed back a little bit. They're a little too close for them to be truly safe and effective. More MG42s moving in. See at least a double card of those. Pina Colada, unfortunately, with no AT for it to use here. Valkyrie finally getting forced off of this hill. T-34, though, in position once again. Do have a Rashitsa here, though, so that T-34 cannot be too cheeky. It will die, but these T-34s can be. Here they come up over the hill. No AT to be found. There is one coming in, another Rashitsa. But it's going to be a little late. This armor is going to make progress for sure. But Oshi already caught out of position. This really needed to be on right here on the hill to be able to grenade anything that came over. MG42 getting shot at here. Still 14-10 for Loli, though, picking up those flags slowly but surely. It's not been able to consistently push into that 15-9 range, though. Only 13 minutes left. This 120's taking damage from 122. Still not dead, though. They only need one guy to fire, so... T-34 is absolutely decimating these infantry. Definitely not good at all for Loli here. You know, we're in this low-income state. Losing these troops like this is not going to be helpful. P&80 Cavalerie out of their building here, though, they do successfully with the Orsha pin down that MG42 and force it off. Armor up over the hill. His infantry are being broken down. He needs something other than infantry, and I'm an infantry lover, but he needs something other than that. Where is this Rashitsa go? Oh, no, 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 no. Stop. Stop it now, Loli. He should see this. I mean, there's not that much going on at this point. The micro should have slowed down immensely, but we now have an IAR 152 off map coming in. And Rashitsa does get out in time, so he doesn't lose that. He needs to call it in now. He does, right on target. If these guys don't move much, it's going to be huge, although he's going to lose this off map, which is a big loss. Ugh. Only one call in. I think he has 3, if I'm not mistaken. Rashitsa claims its first victim. T-34 backing off now, and unfortunately that Rashitsa is going to scare away some of his prey from his off map here. 271 getting in position, going to absolutely annihilate this P&80. Ooh, it's easy to forget how deadly these flak-wheelings are to infantry. Kadarashi here now in position, supplying their beautiful sniper fire. 122s also firing just here blindly on the hill, basically. Infantry being easily overwhelmed by the Orsha and stuff. Ju-87 moving in, looking for the Stug 3, but loses line of sight, it appears. Stug 3 just shooting at some infantry, but horribly presenting its side armor. I'm not sure, is it just going to pin some infantry down over here? That looks like what it's going for. The Rashitsa supplying all their HE fire, but it will not be able to beat that MG42. That's a slight issue there. 40 mil though there holds off that Ju-87. Whatever it was going for, it just veered off. This 40 mil is out of position. He's finally moving up into a better position. Off map comes down, forces off whatever was left here. I don't think there was much left. This little town here, kind of the center of fighting at the moment. Stug 3 zipping around, should be trying to find this T-34. That's really what these are here for at this point. Cluster does pin down all these troops. It is a use that you can use these cluster bombers for pinning down a whole bunch of infantry, but of course they don't do any damage. It's just more of a pinning factor. Orsha gonna get pinned really fast here. As these infantry do get broken down in the town, we're gonna have a little bit of trouble here for Loli. Back to a 12-12 now, and both these players, like, equal? I think Loli's still a little teeny bit down, so if we hold a 12-12 for the remaining 10 minutes, ElBowser's going to pull this one out. Panzerschreck moving into position, but it's out of range. Stug 3 catches sight of that T-34, but they're close enough that T-34 should be deadly, but the first shot bounces. Of course, the Stug 3 should pen every time at this range. Valkyrie are going to get absolutely wrecked here by this Orsha at this range, especially now with the Rashitsa. T-34 goes down. That's a big loss. He really needed that to survive. That armor was his main weapon here. Back to a 13-11 for Loli. Oh my god, so tight. Orsha sitting in the transport. No! Oh! Kaladi pinning down that Valkyrie quite quickly. Valkyrie's moving in, but the Orsha at this range should... Well, actually, this is the one range Valkyrie are okay at. Mid-range, right here. At the 300 meters, they get to fire everything. This is the one range they do okay at. Ju-87 finally gets forced stopped by the 40 mil because he finally moved it forward. SDK, the 120s are still alive, but one's out of ammo and the other is nearly dead. So that has basically stopped firing. Orsha will lose to these Panzergrens most likely, unless they're able to pin them down. They may. 122 is being used defensively now to try to pin down frontline troops and add suppression. HS-129 kills something? I did not get to see what. Might not have killed anything, though. Kadarashi will lose this fight against the Valkyrie here. Valkyrie's pinned down by the ZB-53. And of course, once they get into the woods, they have absolutely no chance against this P&80 assaults. Impressive that ElBowser pushed this far forward in the north successfully. Artillery pinning down these infantry, making it very hard for him to push forward. The Valkyrie does get in. Finally, we see an artillery leader, so maybe this artillery will finally get useful. Oh no, Rashitsa caught out by the Valkyrie. That's horrible. Oh no, no, no. Orsha here getting pinned down very quick. T-34 still alive. Stug 3 rolling around here to try to silence that problem. Rashitsa catching sight of that 251, takes it down. Very nice kill there. ZB-53 continuing to nibble at these Valkyrie. Back to a 12-12 with this flag recaptured. But the Peony Assaults will make absolute mincemeat of these dudes. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. Goodbye. Death. Instant death. ElBowser does not have the weapons anymore to get back into these woods. He might be able to drive light armor around here, but the Peony Cavalerie leader here has a Panzerschreck. So that's going to end those dreams very quickly. Loli back to a 13-11 here with the town recapture. I don't think he wants his artillery leader right here on the front lines like this. Peony Cavalerie can definitely kill these Valkyrie, of course, even without the grenade. They don't even need the grenade. Yep. Oh, now that Valkyrie's going to get absolutely just chunked by the light machine guns. Oh. And once he reaches match submission, he still might surrender, but it looks like he's going to get out of range at that. 251 is safe. The Panzerschreck's still floating around here, so that can definitely kill that. T-34 did go down. This Stug 3 is a mighty champion at their own moment. It might have been the Rashidza, though, although it definitely looks like it was the Stug. This is why I like Stug 3s way more, so much more than Panzer 4s. It's not even close. 233 had a chance to pen that Stug. I don't know why the Stug's backing up. It really should just... Oh, okay, he's making a run. Oh, he's trying to stop the Valkyrie. Oh, no, he's trying to get out of line outside of this Ju-87. I see now. He does not. Ooh. But BF-109 E7 does take that down. Loses this flag, though. Going to bring it back to a 13-11. Though there's not much in the center here left for ElBowser. My goodness, these players using everything. Only 6 minutes remaining. Loli finally at a noticeable lead here. He just needs to hold this. Panzerschreck moving in, finally kills off that half-trek. With that light armor gone, his infantry have absolutely no chance anymore. I think both these players running on fumes. I'm not sure what he's doing with these P-80 Assault. I'm sure what his goal was at any way, what he wanted to do. A whole mess of Kalarashi here. Still can't kill this SPW-233. The Rashidza are gone. Doesn't look like there's any more coming. Bretta's coming in, though, and that will do just fine against these light armor pieces. ElBowser desperately trying to find a flag somewhere, but he definitely isn't getting this one anymore. The center, I mean, he definitely has a chance here, but the Stug 3 reigns supreme at the moment. But SDKFZ's in a very dangerous spot. Up north, all the actual troops have died. Actual troops that hold the line. 2-3 is all that's left. He's going to push in, but he really shouldn't. The Kalarashi all have Panzerfaust. Of course, he doesn't know about the leader here, but that has a Panzerschreck as well. And now there's a Breda in position, going to catch sight of that 2-3. Is the 2-3 going to kill it first, though? Ooh, gets a nice hit first, but the Breda fires so fast. 20 rounds a minute. This thing's insane. Downs it goes really fast. These are so effective. 15-9 finally here for Loli with those troops dying. Valkyrie moving forward just to recapture this BF-109. Pin down, going to go down to these SDKs at 7-1s. 40 mils in position, though, so the Ju-87 unlikely to kill this stuff. Although it did get his bombs off there. 2-3-1 trying to get in to get after that Stug 3. Oh, the 40 mils in a bad spot. It's too close to these buildings. It cannot see this Ju-87. That's why it's getting its shots off still. Yep, lost sight of it again. Yeah, that's... Ooh. Yeah, that's a bad misposition here by Loli. Too close to these buildings. If he's going to have it up here, he might as well move it out in the middle of this field, if that's where he's going to put it. Ju-87 does go down, though. There's only one left, and I think it was damaged, so it won't be around for a little bit. Artillery still searching for this 120. It's out of ammo, though, so I don't even know. I guess it must have fired smoke or something. I'm not even sure how he detected this again. I thought it was out of ammo. We do see some more Horses coming in here again. Valkyrie and a 2-3 coming in. Another push up north here, trying to get back in here. Not sure if that's where I mean, really, the center would be the place to go. You can see this bulge here. He just killed the tank. There's still light armor everywhere. T-34's coming in still. Down south, ElBowser making a desperate push to try to grab this flag. He's just going to end up with a lot of dead Sturm Pioneers. Pack 40 trying to kill off this Rochiori, failing to do that, though. Panzergren, though, will definitely kill these two units here. Yep, Bretta's going to go down quite quickly to that, and down it goes. Kalarashi, of course, will not hold the line. All that's down here is Rochiori, so there's actually a little bit of danger for ElBowser to re-grab this flag, but he is down now a significant number of flags with only 3 minutes remaining. He basically needs a 15-9 to turn this around. 120 finally dies. The SDKFZ 7-1 is getting fired at by these 120s, and there should be... Yes, there is radio on this, so as long as he's putting the circle in the right spot, he has an okay chance of actually killing this. It will open up his HS 129s again. He does get it off, kills the SPW 233 up here. Now the Horses can easily clean the rest of this up. Peony Assault will beat the Begleikrens at this range. Beretta pushed out into the open. I'm not sure what he's... What is he... Oh, this Valkyrie here. Oh, something sees it. Oh, the Beretta. Beretta shouldn't be able to kill this T-34, but I've seen these stupid little guns do, like, penetrate things they really aren't supposed to be able to. Ooh, Pioneer Assault actually goes down to the Begleikrens. I'm kind of shocked about that. I'm not sure what was going on. Pioneer Assault need to get into range, though. These Begleikrens can absolutely kill them in this yellow forest. But they run into the Beretta first. Easily wipe that out. Oh no, these Pioneer Assault going to take a ton of damage. Oh my god, they just lose 3 health instantly. Another 3 health instantly. Finally gets the smoke down way too late for that, though. Loli really slow on his smoke micro. It looks like that Beretta did get a penetration. Maybe not. Maybe it just fired a whole lot of shots. Shooter knockout, that'll do it. That's the thing, they just fire so fast, their opportunity to, even at like a 10% penetration chance, they often penetrate because it just fires so many rounds. Pioneer Assault going really aggressive here. Does get out in time. Valkyrie finally goes down back to a 12-12. ElBowser did have the 13-11 there. Double AB Horse, though, moving in. He's out of infantry. He's calling in Pioneer Assault to hold the line here. And ElBowser throws it in. He's not going to be able to turn around. 48 minutes here on Orsha East. What a match again between these two players. 4,915 kills here for Loli versus 4,440 kills for ElBowser. Excellent match to both these players. So we're now to a 1-1. We get to see a third game between these two players, and I couldn't be more excited. Yeah, if we look down the row here, Stug 3 did okay. Obi-Wan, wow, look at the 122. Yeah, look at that thing. Jeez, he killed 3 of those 120s. Very nice. SDKZ 7-1 as well. Rashitsa doing what it does. Punity Kalari killing off a lot of stuff. AB Horse doing a lot of damage. Another Rashitsa doing what its beautiful self does. HS129 picking up a couple kills here as well. Stug 3, this was that hero one at the end. Yeah, nothing like over. I mean, other than that 122, nothing super duper overwhelming. Not like last game. Panzer T-34, Grilla doing some good work. Where's the 120? Look at all that. Wow, it did pick up some nice kills there. SDKZ picking up those 3 IARs. Grilla's dead. Grilla's MG42 doing pretty good work. Another SDKZ killing some stuff off. Panzer T-34. I keep saying Panzer because it says Panzer, but it's really a T-34. All right, great game to both of those players. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon to support the channel further. Thanks a bunch, guys. You're a champ for making it to the end, and have a fantastic day.